Baghdad, we've taken blocked routes of entry and exits, and some efficient, effective, small force goes in to locate where he is, take public support, locate him and get him. And that is the end of an operation. I don't know. I thought that led the world when the Muslim world saw missiles landing in Baghdad and all fire and all hell let loose on the television. I think it led to the whole of the Muslim world was in uproar.
Do you think we should leave Iraq on about the timetable that President Obama has laid out?
No, that also, I know the public sentiment in the United States, but I would like to warn the people of the United States and President Obama. It's not that easy. The situation is not that simple. We must not take Iraq to be Iraq alone. We have to see the whole region. We have to see the effect of leaving, first of all, within Iraq. There is a Shia community, there is a Sunni community, there is a Kurd community. What are the sensitivities of Turkey against the Kurds? What is the linkage of the Shias with Iran? What is the linkage of these with Hezbollah in Lebanon? What effect will it create in Lebanon? And then what effect will it create in the Gulf countries, including Saudi Arabia? We need to analyze all this very deliberately and not take any action which just for the sake of semantics, because people are demanding this, that you destabilize the whole region. Real leadership, it comes under test. That is my belief. When public opinion may not be correct, that is where leadership comes. You don't flow with public opinion then. You change public opinion. That is real leadership. So I would say one needs to analyze. The United States understands and President Obama understands compulsion here much more than me. But there is a lot of deliberation required before we take action which has seeds of destabilizing this whole region.
What do you think of President Obama and what he has done in terms of the Muslim world, in terms of the Afghanistan strategic review? Do you feel like he's on the right track with both the political cultural outreach and the military strategy?
I don't see much change, frankly. I am trying to observe what is the change here. We always I thought there should be more force in Afghanistan, because I think the force available there is diluted in space. That is the military term we use when the space is too large and the force is small. So, and he has done that. He has done that physically. President Bush was also that we should have more force there. On the other side, I am glad, I think, that he is looking at putting in more finances into the war in Afghanistan. That is the correct approach. And the third area, that he believes in political dealings within Afghanistan, with the warring faction, with the other side. That is also a correct approach.
Talking to the Taliban.
Yes, talking to the Taliban, and also maybe overall his concern on improving United States standing in the Muslim world, I think, is also very positive.
But this is all sounding quite positive.
Sorry?
It's all sounding positive. I mean, it seems like you're comfortable with where he's going.
Yes, absolutely. I said that. Yes, I think he's on the right track.
And we will be back with President Musharaf to talk about more, including whether or not he foresees himself returning to the political fray in Pakistan.
The Mediterranean as it once was.
Move around. Hey Sandra. So go to 16.
You can see some of Russia in just about everything. Now see even more of it on CNN. In a week-long series, CNN shows you how today's Russia can influence the world. From sport to space, get A-list interviews, special reports and views from all over the world. Eye on Russia. Opportunity and influence. Join Matthew Chance live from Moscow. All this week, only on CNN.
African voices share African lives.
His music has taken him from rural Senegal to the world stage.
I believe that I was born to sing. Music was calling me.
Hear what singer-songwriter Baba Mal has learned about African youth along the way.
When you travel like an artist, you see that these boys and girls all over Africa are ready to be part of the rest of the world. But something is missing.
African Voices, today, only on CNN, in association with Bank PHB. From here and everywhere, das ist CNN.
There is a ban on your returning to political life in Pakistan, a 2-year ban, which will expire in about a year.
In November, 6 months.
Not that you're counting. What will happen to Pervez Musharaf after that? Will you run for office in Pakistan?
There is no running for office in 6 months. I mean, well, frankly, I am on lecture circuits. I am enjoying this professor-like activity of giving lectures, which I could never imagine as a military man that I'll be doing that. And but one is concerned about Pakistan. Certainly, one does get concerned. Where are we headed? What are we doing? I wish, as I said, I wish the government well, that they must handle Pakistan and take it forward, bring peace and economic development. If that happens, I would be the happiest person continuing whatever I am doing.
But if Pakistan is still in trouble?
If Pakistan is in trouble, and if any Pakistani, including myself, if we see that we can do something for it, I don't think, well, my life is for Pakistan.
And if the political party that supported you, the Muslim League Q, were to ask you to be its leader again, that's possible?
They haven't asked me as yet. Let them ask me first, then I'll reply.
Any regrets?
Well, regrets now, my regret is that on the first 3 years that I got, I should have gone to the Supreme Court and asked another 5 years. Because there were a lot of things that had to be done in Pakistan to bring this country on a path of continuous progress and balanced political and democratic activity, which I believed in. I introduced the essence of democracy into Pakistan. What after all is democracy? It is the empowerment of the people, and I empowered the people. It is the empowerment of women. Women were never empowered. Today in our National Assembly there are 72 women out of 243. 22% are women. At the local government level 30% are women. So who has done that? I did that. I brought about these changes and empowered the women. We empowered the minorities. And then we liberated the media, freedom of speech and expression. So all this was done. That is democracy.
How do you wish to be remembered? How do you think people will remember your reign in Pakistan?
Yeah, they should remember it as a period where Pakistan progressed, and they should remember it in accordance to a definition that let me put it like this, yes. I made a definition long time back of what is the responsibility of a leader or a government. I think the responsibility, and this is my own definition, absolutely not taken from any book, and I think it's a simple definition: ensure the security, progress and development of the state, welfare and well-being of its people. On all three counts, the nation should understand I provided all. I kept Pakistan secure from all threats.
President Pervez Musharaf, thank you very much.
Thank you, Farouk. It was my pleasure.
And we will be back.